Oren! Run, Pell! Get away from here! The chitterer appeared to hesitate, as if trying to decide which of the two humans to pursue. Oren jabbed at the creature, which took a few steps back. He could tell the monster was familiar with the weapon by the way it tried to stay out of range. Another cloud of stomach-churning vapor filled the air. The chitterer was trying to suffocate them by expelling gaseous fumes that burned their skin upon contact, making breathing difficult, if not impossible, and blinding their vision with their tears. Oren advanced toward the creature that towered over them. He yelled at it as he continued to thrust his spear at the chitterer's eyes. He couldn't throw his weapon at it. The monster's body was covered with an impervious shell. There was no way he could defeat the thing single-handedly. The only possibility they had of surviving its attack was to blind it. Hopefully, if he managed to spear it in one of its eyes, they could escape while the creature writhed in pain. He chanced a glance around to see if Polera had made it safely away. There was no sign of her, and he breathed a mental sigh of relief. With her gone, he could concentrate on fighting the creature. There was a slim chance the thing was alone, a scout. A very slim chance, though, as they were known to travel in herds. "Ho! Ho, you ugly bastard!" He continued to challenge it, slowly making it retreat, but he knew he wouldn't be able to scare it away. The chitterer was sizing him up, trying to determine how much of a threat the tiny human posed. The thing suddenly reared up on its hind pair of legs, towering over him and taking its eyes out of reach. Oren hefted his spear and tried to estimate the distance between him and the nearest tree big enough to withstand the creature's advance if he managed to get away. Maybe he could slip underneath it, forcing the thing to turn around. It would gain him a few precious seconds. A movement from the corner of his eye made him freeze as he was about to toss the spear to distract the chitterer. His mouth dropped open as Polera ran into the clearing. She held a tree limb like a club over her head. He knew her intent a split second before she struck, and screamed at the creature to keep it distracted. Polera swung the limb with every ounce of strength she could muster. There was a loud crack as she hit the thing's rear leg precisely on its knee joint. She wasn't able to break the chitterer's outer shell, but she didn't need to. The hard blow to its knee joint punched the leg in a direction it wasn't supposed to bend, and the creature let out a shrill shriek of pain as it toppled sideways. She dropped the limb and rushed toward him. Grabbing her hand, Oren led her out of the clearing and toward the village. Behind them, they could hear the chitterer thrashing about, but it didn't try to chase them. Regardless, they didn't stop running until they reached the village's outer perimeter.